Hi guys, welcome back to My Beautiful Autism. Today I have a really exciting video for you guys. I've been working really closely with a very good company called the Sensory Touch, and what they've done is they've sent me some product to review and let you guys know what they're about and how their products work and how all their whole process works. So I'm super excited. Sensory Touch, and they're a family-run stockist of sensory toys and clothing. So this is a family-run company who stocks all different kinds of sensory clothing, sensory toys, sensory products, anything in that general thing. And what I really love about this company is that usually you'll find when you have a product and you put the word sensory with it, people charge astronomical prices. And they just don't do that. They keep all of their things completely reasonable. In contact with each other, and we thought that it would be a really cool idea to not only bring my channel to their current customers, but to bring my current viewers to their store. And I think that this is I'm really careful what kind of people I partner up with, because I always want everything that I put out there to you guys to be something that I'm proud of and that I believe in. And I definitely believe in this. This is really bringing some good products to people who really need them for a much better price. So with that, let's start the review. One of the first things that I saw when I opened this box was this big can of what's called Happy SENSO Multi-Sensory Gel. This is really cool, guys. At first it was really hard. Sorry, let me shake it up. At first it was really hard for me to understand what it was, but I actually went onto the website, and this comes in different. I have the tropical scent, but this comes in tropical, mint, and a non-scented variety in case you're really sensitive to scents. So what it is it's labeled as a multi-sensory gel. So let me read you what it actually says. Happy SENSO is a gel with multi-sensory characteristics. The intensity can be varied by applying in various ways. You can hear it, feel it, see it, and smell it. It also has a cooling effect on the skin. A great product for sensory stimulation, it's fun to use and provides eyes full of sparkle and enthusiasm, and often creates beautiful moments of contact. Happy SENSO is a very high quality and dermatologically tested. Instructions: shake well before use. Product is optimal at room temperature. The warmer the hands, the more intense the effect. Apply Happy SENSO straight down onto the hands. Rub the hands gently together, experience, and enjoy. Optional to clear with water, but not needed. It has a nourishing effect on the skin. So, at first we didn't shake it up quite enough, so I'll go ahead and squirt a little bit out to show you guys. So you just hold the can straight up. And it's really strange, but this is what it is. It's just a small gel, and at first the smell reminds me of anything coming out of an aerosol can, but to be fair, it's pressurized, so I feel like that's what it is. It's absolutely freezing cold on your hand. They're right, like you actually can hear it bubbling, and you can actually feel the bubbles on your skin, which is really cool. If you touch it, I don't know how much of that you guys can hear. I mean, I really love this. It reminds me of Pop Rocks, actually, like Pop Rocks outside of your hands. And you can do all, as long as it's wet, it's still you can still feel and hear the effects. It's really weird. And they are right, it does just rub right into your hand. And it leaves it's a tropical scent. It's definitely a good scent. At first it's a little strong. And if you're really sensitive to different smells, I would definitely recommend the unscented. One thing is that it is flammable, so that's something to watch out for. And it does say to use under adult supervision. I don't know if it is dangerous if ingested, which is something that I would definitely think about for anybody who has any kind of sensory, any kind of things like that, because especially when you come into severe sensory seeking, sometimes we have things like putting things in mouths and mouthing things, and so that would be my worry, would be that it contains butane and alcohol, so I definitely wouldn't think that it would be safe to ingest. So this would definitely be something that would be in like a structured sensory time, and you'd have to be really careful to watch that it's not going in the mouth or in the eyes when it's still like potent. I would advise washing your hands before and afterwards, just because it has butane and alcohol in it, which they're gonna kill all the germs, but at the end of the day, you don't really want your kids putting all that stuff in their mouth. So, overall, I find this product to be really great. I think that it would be a really great tool to use to help focus anybody into some of those sensory activities. Maybe this is something you use before or after an intense session of maybe school or whatever, just to kind of help relax and get that sensory input that you need. But like I said, I would definitely say that you should go ahead, and that's going to be a parent monitored one. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the price for this so on the website they do actually specify use under competent adult supervision only. It's a pressurized container. They do it in sets of 1 or 3, so you could get all 3 and try it comes in neutral, mint, and tropical. I have the tropical. This bottle, which as you can see, it's a pretty big bottle, that retails for £9.60. So, I've used this quite a few times because obviously I wanted to try everything out before I actually put a review out. So I used this a couple of times, honestly, and it still feels completely full. So I definitely think that this could be a great addition, and if you use it in moderation, which you don't really need that much to get the feeling of it, I think that could be a really great addition to any kind of sensory room or sensory experience. Okay. A large textured Tangle. So I'm sure you guys have seen these before. A lot of them, the smaller versions. You might have seen the smaller versions. It's just basically a twist toy. I don't really know exactly. Its mainly idea with the small one is to be a fidget. I think this one is bigger, and it's for more sensory seeking. So people who don't have the dexterity for small ones, people who just want bigger ones. It also has really great textures on it, that definitely every other ridge or something like that, looks like every other one, is it's a different texture. I find this really, really super useful for just about, I'll be sitting on the couch and just play with this. And it's been really a positive experience for me. Something that I found with the smaller Tangles is that they definitely break really easy. When I'm stimming, I tend to be quite I just don't realize that I'm pulling things as hard as I am. But this one, you have to really pull, and they actually are made, the bigger ones, this one, they're made to come apart and be put back together in different ways. So it's really great. I cannot recommend this enough for just about any level of sensory need. Any type of person is probably going to enjoy that, even if it's only for a few minutes. So this retails on the website for £17.95, and honestly I feel like that's a totally fair price. It is made out of a strong non-porous plastic. It is definitely, it's got the size, it's got textures, it's got colors. It's got resistance, so you feel like you're pulling on things and pushing on things. I definitely think that it would be suitable for children, probably upwards of 3, 4, 5, something like that, just because of its sheer size. You could knock yourself with it. But generally speaking, I would say that nearly £18, I would say that's a totally fair price for this product. It has definitely already got £18 worth of use. just the sensory, and the fact that the sensory aspect of it, the fact that they really thought about creating different textures on all of these, different colors. It's pretty much priceless. It's a great toy. It would be great, I think, on like long car rides. It would be a great thing to take to maybe like an outdoor venue. If you guys were trying to go to like a football game or something like that, this would be something that wouldn't get on anybody else's nerves because there's not a whole lot of noise to it, but yet will really give anybody that sensory input that they're looking for in a sensory toy. So I really like that one, and like I said, that retails for $17.95 on the website. Next, we have this color motion liquid timer. This is amazing. I have used this for a few days now, since we got the box and since I've opened it, and it's really helped me because it's visual. It's pleasing to look at, but it's also, this runs about, it says on the website it's approximately 2 minutes, but I found that it's actually closer to 3. So what it does is, that's it, that's all it does. But for me, this is really useful because I can say, put myself on a timer, and that's when I have to finish doing like transitioning. So this is really helpful for me for things like transitioning in and out of different activities. So I can transition from one to the other by using this to tell me when. And to me, that's priceless. That's something that I think anybody would use, whether it's, a timer for brushing your teeth, a timer for, how long you have to sit in time out, how long you have to calm down. Using this as like a calm down technique in addition to the timing technique. This comes in 3 different colors: blue, pink, red, yellow, and blue, red. We have, I believe, blue, red. And this retails for £4.25. I mean, honestly, you're not going to find this kind of thing anywhere for cheaper than that. It's made out of a really hard, durable plastic. I've not broken it. I threw it the other day just on the ground just to check it, see, what it shattered like. And it didn't do anything. It just was fine. Sometimes if you find that you mess with it a lot, you can like get the liquid shook up and then they don't run it quite as fine. But honestly, if you just leave it to settle, then it's fine. I mean, it's just like anything else. But yeah, so this is a really useful tool, and I think that pretty much anybody could get a lot of use out of that. So that's a really cool one. Okay, the next thing we have is a mini spiral glitter wand. This is, for me, it's really similar to a sensory tube, except for there's no sound, which for me is great because I am so sensitive to sounds and noises. This is super cool. So basically, it's a little tube filled with glitter and confetti, and I don't know if it's water because it seems like it might be too thick for water because, obviously, if you look at how slowly that bubble runs, I feel like that might be a little bit too thick for water. It's about 13 centimeters long, and it's super, there's not much you do with it aside from just running it up and down, but even just that is really pleasing, and it's a really great sensory input. Visually stimulating, definitely. It's really visually stimulating. This here retails for £2.50. So once again, you're going to go into a high street shop and pay, at least that, if not more, for something like this, or you're going to go to some other website and they're going to smack the word sensory on it and they're going to charge you $5. Like, it's really fairly priced, and it does come in different colors as well. This one comes in purple and white, orange and yellow, green and orange, and purple and pink. And this is the green and orange one. They're pretty durable. Like I said, I believe they're made out of a similar type of plastic as the timer because I've dropped it, I've tried to bend it, just to obviously check it because I wanted to let you guys know, if it's going to be really breakable, then that's something you have to think about. But I literally cannot find fault with it at all. So, that's a really good one. So, the next product I did not remove from its packaging because it is brilliant, but I will ruin this in 1 second, and that is something that I will say for my review is that if you have a child that picks at things and pulls things, this one's not going to be for you. But this is a great tool for anybody else. It is a Stretchy Caterpillar. And this retails for £2.30. That's a great price. I mean, you pay more for this in a high street shop, and it's not really actually going to be. They're not saying it's for anything like autism or anything like that. So basically, it's just a long rope with loads of like little like additions, and it's got eyes and everything like that. So that is really super cool. I did not open it because I know I will ruin it, and I know that if you have a child who's destructive or puts things in their mouth, that's not going to be a choice for you. But for people who are a little bit easier on their sensory toys, who are more looking for the stimulation and they actually pay more attention to what they're doing rather than the feeling they're getting from it, that's going to be a really great option for you guys. And he's also super cute. He's super cute. This is a fidget rope, and I'm sure I have another one somewhere, but I think I lost it. So these are 28 centimeters, but they can stretch to about like 3 meters long, and they don't break. So this is something, it's just a stretchy piece of silicone, rubbery, I don't actually know what it's made out of. I think it's a silicone rubber. Anyway, yeah, it's similar to a stress relief toy. So you can just pull on it, squeeze it, twist it, whatever you feel like doing. You can tie it in knots, you can pull it. I have the review that I have about this is I really like it, but I will ruin it. It's just like that Stretchy Caterpillar. Like I will just pull until it rips. So I tried not to do that with this one, which I didn't, luckily. So it's a really great tool for people like that. I know of a person who my nephew has one of these, and for him, all it does is wind him up. And you just have to pay attention to what kind of things are going to be helpful to your child. So if your child or the person you're buying a sensory toy for, even if it's yourself, if you get really worked up by like swinging ropes around and stuff, this might not be as relaxing. But that tactile stimulation, maybe it is. That sensory input. Anyway, this retails for £2.99, so that's super great, and you actually get 2 in the pack, so it's even better. And they have assorted colors, and you can go ahead and email them if you want specific colors in relation to your order, but you just have to let them know, otherwise it'll be assorted colors. It comes in red, blue, green, pink, yellow, and purple. So that's really great. Like I said, I mean, I don't use stretchy things like this because I will break them. But I can see that it's a really good product. It's got some good pull to it. It's got some good tactile sensation. Luckily, it's not sticky, which is something that like I really struggle with these. This one doesn't feel sticky, so that's brilliant. Okay, and this guy is called Bendable Smiler, and he retails for £1.50. And basically, he's a thick piece of plastic that you can mold and shape into whatever you want him to be. I mean, I think that he's really great because he can be something that you can work on appropriate play with. You know, he's pretending he's someone else, something like that. He's got that tension. He has long, flexible, and he long, flexible limbs, and he does kind of hold the position you put him in. So that's really fun. You could move him around. You could use it as just an external way of learning, like where's your head, and they can point to the head. Where's your toes? You can point to the toes. Something like that. And also, it's just fun to like play with. It's basically indestructible. I mean, I've pulled and pulled every which way you can pull, and I can't get anything. It's something that I think wouldn't be, if you're trying to mask a little bit more, and you're trying to just not really have it known that it's a sensory toy you're playing with, that would be something, because it's got that tension. You're getting that real tactile, that deep pressure in your hands. But it's okay to take around with you. So that little guy retailed for £1.50, so he's super cheap, he's super affordable, and he comes in all kinds of different colors. He comes in pink, blue, and yellow. So definitely recommend him for just about anybody. Alright guys, that's about it for my review today. Like I said, this company, they just really care about the people that they are providing product to. And they're UK based, which definitely helps in my situation, because you do find a lot of places that are American based and you pay absolutely out the nose for shipping. Since these guys are UK based, it's a little bit more accessible for those of us over here in the UK. All the links for everything, all of these products will be down below in the description, as well as for the actual company. Just show them some love, guys. Go and at least have a look, because at the end of the day, you're going to pay more for all of this at a high street shop or at an autism specific shop than you ever will through them. And through them, you're supporting a family run business. And that's something that's really important to me. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye.